weapons disposal facility on Shadow Moses Island in Alaska's Fox Archipelago was attacked and captured by next-generation special forces, being led by members of Foxhound. They're demanding that the government turn over the remains of Big Boss, and they say that if their demands are not met within 24 hours, they'll launch a nuclear weapon. You'll have two mission objectives. First, you're to rescue DARPA Chief Donald Anderson and the president of Armstech, Kenneth Baker. Both are being held as hostages. Secondly, you're to investigate whether or not the terrorists have the ability to make a nuclear strike and stop them if they do.
What's the insertion method?
We'll approach the disposal facility by sub.
And then?
We'll launch a one-man SDV. After the SDV gets as close as it can, dispose of it. From there on, you'll have to swim. High-Tech Special Forces Unit Foxhound. Your former unit, and one that I was a commander of.
So they're still around.
There are 6 members of Foxhound involved in this terrorist activity. Psycho Mattis, with his powerful psychic abilities. Sniper Wolf, the beautiful and deadly sharpshooter. Decoy Octopus, master of disguise. Vulcan Raven, giant and shaman. And Revolver Ocelot, specialist in interrogation and a formidable gunfighter. And finally, in charge of them, Foxhound's squad leader, Liquid Snake.
Liquid Snake?
The man with the same codename as you. The nuclear weapons disposal facility covers the whole island. I'll instruct you by codec after you reach your target.
Anyone going with me?
As usual, this is a one-man infiltration mission.
Weapons and equipment OSP?
Yes. This is a top-secret black op. Don't expect any official support.
Greetings, my name is Neosekken, and welcome to a brand new Let's Play of Metal Gear Solid for the PlayStation 1. Now, this was one of my favorite games of all time growing up on the PlayStation 1 console. I remember playing the demos for it on the that were offered with I think the US official PlayStation magazine. I think that's what they were. But yeah, I would occasionally get some demo discs from them that had demos of several games on them, and the beginning segments of the actual gameplay for this game was how I first got my first taste of Metal Gear Solid. And then later on, I finally managed to get my own copy of the game and play from start to finish. But that was, of course, well after I got my hands on the GameCube remake, which I played from start to finish first. I wasn't able to actually buy a copy of the original version of Metal Gear Solid until much later than that. All the way back when I was in middle school. But I was always really impressed with this game as a kid here, because this game just felt like an interactive movie through and through. It was pretty different in a lot of ways from a lot of games that I remember playing back in the day, and I was pretty much just lapping it up. The whole idea behind this game, along with its basic premise. Everything about it was just, well, bloody awesome to me. But yeah, I've been feeling like playing this game for a little while now, and I wanted to play something a little different from what I've been playing for the past few months on the channel, so I felt like, why not just take this opportunity to, well, play a game like Metal Gear Solid, where I'm basically sneaking around a bunch of idiots while also just being involved in the most over-the-top, ludicrous tactical espionage action plot ever put to a video game, at least at the time that this game originally came out in the late 90s. Oops. There we go. Thank you for not starting the little movie sequence or whatever you were going to play for me. Anyway, I think I might as well just go ahead and get this show started. And in order to make things interesting, I'm going to play on hard mode. Oh, and fair warning, for those of you unfamiliar with Metal Gear, be prepared to sit down a lot during cutscenes, because there's a lot of them, and some of them can go on for a while. I wasn't exaggerating when I said that this game was essentially like an interactive movie, and when it comes to cutscenes, it's definitely an adequate description.
It'll be through here. I know it. I'm going to swat down a couple of bothersome flies.
There's the angry Brit himself. Oh, how I've missed you.
This is Snake. Colonel, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. What's the situation, Snake?
Looks like the elevator in the back is the only way up.
Just as I expected. You'll have to take the elevator to the surface, but make sure nobody sees you. If you need to, contact me by codec. The frequency is 140.85. When you want to use the codec, push the select button. When we need to contact you, the codec will beep. When you hear that noise, press the select button. The codec's receiver directly stimulates the small bones of your ear. No one but you will be able to hear it.
Got it. Okay, I'm ready to go.
I want to also mention that I'm not playing this on native PlayStation 1 hardware. I am playing this on the EPCXE emulator, as is my usual choice of emulator with PlayStation 1 games. Good emulator. I totally recommend it if you want a wide range of customization options available to you. So that's pretty much why this game, for those of you who are familiar with it, probably looks a hell of a lot better than you probably remember seeing it back on the PlayStation 1 days, on our good old CRTVs. Since I don't have the radar available to me, I'm just going to keep my rations equipped, just because I'd like to have something available. I'm just going to hide under here until this lovely gentleman passes by. I would totally recommend that they station people who aren't tired around important perimeters like this. Because if you fall asleep and if the person, i.e. me, that you're trying to keep at manages to sneak by you, your boss is not going to be too happy with you, I imagine. Probably gonna have to run by you when your back is turned like that. Or you can just... Never mind, I guess you're not done examining the area. If you ever will be. Yeah, I'm just killing time until the elevator that I'm waiting for gets here, and then I'm just gonna hightail it over there and then ride it, and hopefully before anybody sees me. Speak of the devil, and he shall appear. Okay, you just turn around. Thank you very much. I'm seeing a bit of slowdown here. Can't see him. Okay, go. That wasn't too bad. That's one objective accomplished, at least. Now comes the hard part. The rest of this base that I'm infiltrating. Solid fucking snake. Most badass cardboard box using soldier that you'll ever meet. You'll understand what I mean by cardboard box using as soon as I find a box. Textures are so old looking now. Even the fact that the characters essentially don't have eyes. Even by PlayStation 1 standards, I guess the graphics in a lot of ways looked dated, but that didn't really matter to me because, well, I thought the game still looked cool. And I was more immersed in its plot than anything else.
It's Snake. I'm in front of the disposal facility.
Excellent, Snake. Age hasn't slowed you down one bit.
Thanks to the VR training I did on board the Discovery.
How's that sneaking suit working out?
I'm nice and dry, but it's a little hard to move.
Bear with it. It's designed to prevent hypothermia. This is Alaska, you know.
Take it easy, I'm grateful. If it weren't for your suit and your shot, I would have turned into a popsicle out there.
An anti-freezing peptide, Snake. All of the genome soldiers in this exercise are using it.
I see. I'm relieved to hear that. Already tested, huh? By the way, how's the diversionary operation going?
2 F-16s just took off from Galena and are headed your way. The terrorist radar should have already picked them up.
Behind D. Colonel, what's a Russian gunship doing here?
I have no idea, but it looks like our little diversion got their attention. Now's your best chance to slip in unnoticed.
Really is a cool chopper IMO.
There are only 18 hours left until their deadline. You've got to hurry.
Wow,
That's plenty
you must
of
be
time.
crazy to fly a hind in this kind of weather.
Who's
It's
that?
lazy to fly any
sorry.
kind of aircraft in this
I haven't
weather.
introduced you to yet. This is Mei Ling. She was assigned to us as our visual and data processing specialist. She designed your codec, as well as your Soliton radar system. Contact her if you have any questions about either of them.
Yes, sir.
Nice to meet you, Snake. It's an honor to speak to a living legend like yourself. What's wrong?
Nothing. I just didn't expect a world-class designer of military technology to be so cute.
You're just flattering me.
No, I'm serious. Well, I know I won't be bored for the next 18 hours.
Now it's not the time
Come
to
on.
practice your pickup lines.
I can't believe I'm being hit on by the famous Solid Snake. But I'm surprised. You're very frank for a trained killer.
Looks like we both have a lot to learn about each other.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to learning about the man behind the legend.
We'll be monitoring your movements by radar, so contact us by codec anytime you want.
Got it. I'll call if I'm feeling lonely.
Seriously, Snake, we're here to back you up, so call if you need some information or advice. I'm also in charge of your mission data. Contact me if you want me to record your current status. My frequency is 140.96. It's a dedicated frequency for saving data. Don't forget it.
Remember, except for your binoculars, you're naked. You need to arm yourself with whatever weapons you can find.
I remember. First, I'm strip searched by Dr. Naomi here, and then all my weapons are taken away. Imagine yourself put in that position.
Well, if you make it back in one piece, maybe I'll let you do a strip search on me.
I'll hold you to that, Doctor. By the way, sorry to disappoint you, but I did manage to smuggle out my smokes.
How did you do that?
In my stomach. Thanks to the shot you gave me that suppressed my stomach acids.
Cigarettes? How are those going to help you?
You never know.
I probably should have mentioned the briefing files before starting the game proper. They add a little bit of context to everything that's going on right now.
If you want to get in, there's the front door. It's the fastest way, but there's too much risk of being spotted by the enemy.
I can't just knock on the door and ask them to let me in. There's one sentry on the left and one on the right. They're armed with 5.56ers and pineapples.
Out of context, that sounds ridiculous. But those are actual nicknames for those weapons, I think.
What about the air duct near the door? There should also be a duct on the second floor.
I can't see it from here.
I'll let you decide the best COA. I'm counting on you, Snake.
Okay, since it's fresh on my mind, I think what I'll do is I'll make a separate little prologue video dedicated to the briefing files mode of the game. So if those of you watching want to have a proper prologue to add all the possible context that you can need for this game going in, that will be available to you.
You called, Snake?
I'm also going to go ahead and save my game here. But yeah, if you want to check out that video first before anything else, then
Snake,
feel free
remember
to
what the
pause
goal
this and,
said.
well,
The
look it up.
graveyards are full of indispensable men. Snake, you're all alone and surrounded by bad guys. Try to be careful and avoid getting into a fight whenever you can.
You're right. Wow, you know all sorts of great quotes, don't you?
You know, she only said one.
Well, both my parents are from Guangdong, China. But I was born and raised in America. I've always liked reading literature from both sides. Kinda keeps me in touch. I'll share some more quotes with you if you like.
Sure, why
I'm
not?
looking forward to it. But to tell you the truth, I'd like to learn more about you.
Well, I'll think about it.
I'm more interested in the quotes myself, to tell you the truth. Now, if memory serves, there is one other person I can contact to give me some information on weapons that are that I can find on the field, along with weapons and other little tidbits around nuclear weapons and energy that I can learn about. But yeah, this person can pretty much give you information on weapons and shit, and, well, give you the occasional preaching about nuclear weapons bad. And I think, if memory serves, her frequency is this, 141.52. Oh, whoops. Yep, I
This is
remembered.
Nastasha Romanenko. A pleasure to work with you, Solid Snake.
You're the nuclear specialist that the Colonel mentioned?
That's me. You can ask me anything about nukes that you want. I am also a military analyst, so I have an extensive knowledge of weapon systems as well. They asked me to participate in this operation as a supervisor from the Nuclear Emergency Search Team. I was happy to accept. We must not allow terrorists to get their hands on nuclear weapons of any kind. I hope I can help you to stop them.
You're a tough lady.
Those terrorists are serious about launching a nuclear weapon? The world cannot stand by idly and allow that to happen, and neither can I. Unfortunately, all I can do from here is provide you with information.
Hopefully that'll be enough. Another soldier here wouldn't make a difference anyway. It's good to work with you, Nastasia.
Same here, Snake.
I beg to differ. I say another soldier, as long as they're competent at their job, can make a world of difference. Don't act like such a tough guy, Snake. We know you're only human. Anyway, there is some chaff grenades over there, I think, so I'm going to try and get to them without being spotted by these searchlights. Okay, back. I want to make sure that the circle is, well, the gap is wide enough. Excuse me, not the gap. So, chaff grenade disables electronics. Press square to pull pin. I can demonstrate them right here.
Surveillance camera?
You really shouldn't be surprised that there are surveillance cameras on a base like this, man. I mean, there are nuclear materials being held here. You don't want people just waltzing in and, I don't know, taking shit. Now, I could use my chaff grenades to temporarily disable this camera. Or, I could save my grenades and do this. Just go right under its long, pointy nose. And now I got stun grenades. Disables all enemies. Basically, if you're familiar with flash grenades or flashbangs or whatever you want to call them, that's essentially what those are. They may or may not knock everybody out within the short radius of it exploding. Unlikely to, since I am playing on hard mode. Oh, I see you over there, buddy. Now, where'd you go? He's gone. Oh, no he's not. Well, I got a SOCOM. Special Operations Command Pistol. Semi-automatic pistol. This is pretty much my handgun, my main weapon, as it were. I can't hear him. Okay, there's nothing underneath the truck, so I'm just going to try and go the other way, since I can't see him. Now. So, I can use a duct that is being guarded by that sleeping soldier all the way there in the distance, along with the security camera, but to me that'd be a tad too risky. I could just end up alerting everybody, so I'm going to try and use the duct up on the second floor, which is right over here. Are you? Oh.
Huh? Whose footprints are these?
Nobody you need to concern yourself with, good sir. of sight. I know there's another soldier up here, but I can't see him. I'm gonna risk it. Screw it. Okay, he's right over there. Good. Let's get in here. After I have my quick conversation.
That base must have some kind of ventilation system to recirculate the air. There should be air ducts around there somewhere.
They didn't, everybody would suffocate.
They must need a lot of power to run the base. There's probably a diesel generator somewhere. And since generating electricity requires oxygen, there must be exhaust openings for that too. You're not gonna believe this, but they shot down the F-16s we were using as a diversion with a Hind D.
That's terrifying.
Then we got a message from Liquid. He said if we try something like that again, he'll launch the nuke. Snake, hurry up and get in there. That Hind will be coming back soon.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to provoke the madman with the nuke if I were you. Any more than you already have, anyway. So just leave everything to me and this bandana-wearing badass. Okay, through the air ducts we go.
Snake, this is McDonald Miller. It's been a long time.
Master, what are you doing here?
I quit being a drill instructor, so I moved out here for some peace and quiet. I'm in retirement, just like you. Once in a while, I still help train the Alaskan Scouts.
Passing on the skills to a new generation, huh?
Campbell told me about the situation here. I thought I might be of some use.
There's no one I'd rather have in a foxhole than you.
Well, I know lots about survival in a harsh environment. I've lived in Alaska longer than you, so call me if you have any questions about the flora or fauna out here. My frequency is 141.80.
If his voice sounds in any way familiar to you, even to those of you who've never seen or played this game before, it's not your imagination. And if you don't get what I'm talking about, well, I'm not going to spoil it for you. Or give you any more hints than I've already given. I bet realistically these ducks wouldn't be anywhere near as strong in real life.
I moved the Darker Chief to the cell in the first floor basement.
Don't interrupt me.
What about the vent shaft cleaning?
They just opened the vent covers. They're about to start spraying for rats.
First floor basement ventilation
At least
shaft.
they care about...
Shut those covers as soon as they're done spraying. Also, keep your eye on that woman in the cell. Don't get careless now.
Woman in the cell?
I like how a bunch of terrorists that are holding this whole entire facility hostage care enough about maintaining it to where they'll spray for rats. I just find that kind of amusing. Anyway, yeah, I'm pretty sure this air duct would fall apart if a fully grown adult male were to try to crawl on through it. But I guess for plot reasons, this thing is made out of freaking titanium or something. This exhaust vent I'm going through. I don't know, I'm just speculating. I don't see anybody in there. Not that I'm going to be able to go in there anyway. And a ration I don't need because I'm full. Yes, sir.
Press the action button to drop down.
Thank you. I totally never would have been able to figure that out on my own had you not said anything. You're a great help, Campbell's Chicken Noodle Soup. Yes?
Use the elevator to change floors. There should be a cargo elevator that you can take down somewhere around there. Try to find it.
You mean like the one right there? Got it. Okay, there's nobody up on the second floor. Just camera. I'm gonna try to go under this thing's nose. Get going. Do not get caught on the wall now. That would be bad. Got some thermal goggles. Thermal imaging system for night vision use. I've always hated these things because the red, I noticed, seems to hurt a lot of people's eyes. I mean, me, it's never really hurt mine, but I prefer more realistic thermal imaging myself, which they don't really start implementing until, like, the re-release of Metal Gear Solid 2, Sons of Liberty on the PlayStation 2. Which, to me, was a godsend when they did, because it was so much easier on the eyes than just red everywhere. I think I gotta do this here. Oh. I'll just hide here. They're passing by. SOCOM bullet. Oop. Sorry, gentlemen, I got other places to be. Definitely something to be said for the adrenaline rush that you get, sneaking bots through places you're not supposed to. And that right there is the DARPA chief, one of the people I gotta rescue. I would have gotten a call on a codec had I played this on normal mode and I had my little Salton radar in the upper right screen enabled. But, well, I can still peek at him through the wall there. I gotta go up here.
Snake, if you want to go up or down a ladder, just press the action button by the ladder.
You kind of already told me something similar in the air duct, just not like 3 minutes ago. I know you're trying to be helpful, King Campbell's Chicken Noodle Soup, but I got this. I'm a veteran with this game. I know what I'm doing, for the most part.
Oh, kinda damn cold. I hate Alaska. Boy, oh boy, that woman is built all right.
Like well-built women do you, good sir? More SOCOM bullets, I see. Well, I'm fully loaded on my gun, which is nice. If you can hear me, Chief, don't worry. I'm coming to bust you out here and leave you probably in a cold box outside somewhere where nobody will find you, while I disable the terrorists by any means necessary.
Is that a woman? Not him.
And for those of you who checked out the briefing files for reaching this point, well, that's another person I got to find for Chicken Noodle Soup's sake.
Snake, the DARPA chief's signal is coming from somewhere in that area. Isn't there some place to drop down? Take a look around in first-person view mode.
I'm already way ahead of you. Again. Hi, I promise I'm not dangerous. To you. Can I come in?
Who's that? I'm here to save you.
You're the DARPA chief, Donald Anderson, right?
You here to save me, huh? What's your outfit?
I'm the pawn they sent here to save your worthless butt.
That doesn't answer his question.
Really?
Because anybody can be a pawn for any kind of
It's
outfit.
true. You don't look like one of them. In that case, hurry up and get me out of here.
Working on
Slow
it.
down. Don't worry.
Or I
First,
would be
I want
anyway.
some information about the terrorists.
The terrorists?
Do they really have the ability to launch a nuke?
What are you talking about?
The terrorists are threatening the White House. They say if they don't accede to their demands, they'll launch a nuclear weapon.
Sweet Jesus.
Is it possible?
It's possible. They could launch a nuke.
Lovely.
How do they plan to launch? I thought this place was just for keeping the dismantled warheads. They shouldn't have access to a missile.
What I'm about to tell you is classified information. Okay?
I'm good at keeping secrets.
We were conducting exercises with a new type of experimental weapon. A weapon that will change the world.
What?
A weapon with the ability to launch a nuclear attack from any place on the face of the Earth. A nuclear-equipped walking battle tank.
Coolest sounding shit ever.
Metal Gear. It can't be.
You knew? Metal Gear is one of the most secret black projects. How did you know that?
We've had a couple of run-ins in the past.
Which I'll briefly
So
explain
that's the reason
later.
you were here at this disposal site?
Why else would I come to a godforsaken place like this?
I had heard the Metal Gear project was scrapped.
On the contrary, it's grown into a huge joint project between ArmsTech and ourselves. We were going to use this exercise as raw data and then proceed to mass production.
Cool fucking robot, by the way. IMO.
If it hadn't been for the revolution,
Revolution?
Rex has fallen into the hands of terrorists.
Rex?
Metal Gear Rex. The code name for the new Metal Gear prototype. They're probably already finished arming the warhead they plan to use with Rex.
You really should have
These
been
guys are
whispering.
pros. They're all experienced in handling and equipping weapons.
Hey! Shut up in there, will ya?
You would have done well to have opened the cell and checked to see if there was anybody in there that shouldn't be
But
there.
I thought that all nuclear
idiot.
warheads were equipped with safety measures. Some kind of detonation code that you have to input.
Oh, you mean PAL? Yes, of course, there is a PAL. It's set up so that you need to input 2 different passwords in order to launch the device.
There are 2 passwords?
Yes, Baker knows one, and I know one.
Baker? The president of ArmsTech?
Yes. The other person
That's
you gotta
right.
rescue.
Each of us needs to input our password, or there can be no launch. But they found out my password.
You talked?
Psycho Mantis can read people's minds. You can't resist.
Psycho Mantis?
One of the members of Foxhound. He has psychic powers.
This is bad.
It's just a matter of time before they get Baker's too.
If they find out Baker's password,
Yes, they'll be able to launch a nuke anytime. But there is a way to stop the launch.
what?
Go on.
The card keys.
Card keys?
They were designed by ArmsTech, the system developers, as an emergency override. Even without the passwords, you can just insert the card keys and engage the safety lock.
And if I do that?
Yes, you can stop the launch.
Convenient.
That card key.
So where are the keys?
Baker should have them. Listen, you need 3 card keys. There are 3 different slots to put them in. You need to insert a card into each one of them.
Okay, 3 card keys. Do you know where they might be keeping Baker?
Somewhere in the 2nd floor basement.
Second floor basement.
I heard the guards say they moved him to an area that has a lot of electronic jamming.
Any other clues?
Yes, they cemented over the entrances, but didn't have enough time to paint them. Why don't you look for the areas where the walls are a different color? Here, take this. It's my ID card. It'll open any level 1 security door.
Thanks.
It's called a PAN card. It works together with your body's own electrical field.
Personal area network, huh?
It transmits data using the salts in your body as the transmission medium. As you approach the door's security devices, they'll read the data stored in the card.
And the doors will open automatically. Gotcha. Okay, I'm gonna get you out of here.
Wait a minute.
What is it?
You haven't heard any other way to disarm the PAL, have you? From your bosses or anyone?
No.
Are you sure you haven't heard anything?
I just said no.
So does the White House plan to give in to the terrorists' demands?
That's their problem. It has nothing to do with my orders.
But what about the Pentagon?
Pentagon? What is it?
Took the words right out of my mouth. Or at least it did the first time when I played this. Well, if this doesn't spell out bad feeling in the pit of your stomach, I don't know what would.
Dead.
Naomi, the chief. What happened?
I don't know. It looked like a heart attack, but...
A heart attack? No.
Colonel, are you hiding something from me?
Absolutely not. Snake, you've got to understand. This op is security level red. You need the highest security clearance to get access to the complete file.
You want me to believe that you're in charge of this op, but you don't have complete access to the file?
I told you, the Secretary of Defense is in operational control. I'm just here as your support. Snake, we don't have time to debate. Get out of there and find President Baker.
I don't know about you, but to me it's obvious he's hiding something. Everything going all right out there? Guard, sir? Okay, I can still use the peeking option with the L1 and R1 buttons. Hi! I know you're trying to get the drop on me, but I know your game. Absolutely nothing at all I can use right now. Just equip this.
Don't move!
Nudity!
So you killed the chief, you bastard! Liquid? No, you're not. Don't move!
Is this the first time you ever pointed a gun at a person? Your hands are shaking. Can you shoot me, rookie?
Careful, I'm no rookie.
Liar. That nervous glance, that scared look in your eyes. They're rookie's eyes if I ever saw them. You've never shot a
She could shoot you at any time, you know. You really
taking the safety off.
You're really taking unnecessary risk here.
I'm no rookie.
You're not one of them, are you?
And you too, lady. He could also shoot you at any point.
You've got a card, don't you?
Why?
So we can get the hell out of here.
Looks like we'll be a little delayed.
These people are gonna shoot us, though.
Don't think. Shoot.
I'm not gonna shoot. I'm going to blow up some shit. Look at this slow down here. I don't think it's supposed to be this slow. supposed to be this slow.
Shoot!
Don't talk to me like a rookie.
I'm telling you, shoot!
Thank you very much for actually helping me out a little bit. I don't know if it has anything to do with my recording software taking up more CPU power or not. Whatever the reason. I'm going to try to get through this here, despite the issues it's causing me. I'm just going to let her do all the killing for me. Yeah, I feel like I'm cheating here, even though it's completely unintentional on my part. This sucks. Oh shit! Yeah, I totally forgot about that. Wasn't too bad.
Thanks for the help.
Wait! Who are you?
Remember that close-up shot for later. It's important.
You fool! You've killed him!
I'm sorry, sir.
His mental shielding was very strong. I could not dive into his mind.
Now we'll never get that detonation code.
Boss, I have a good idea.
What an interesting little vision we just witnessed. Apparently they didn't get a detonation code of some kind. Yeah, I think some of the cinematic effects that they're... well...
Good girl. Just like that.
Yeah, some of the cinematic effects here are screwing around with my rendering options in my emulator, making everything more dithered looking.
Naomi, I just had some kind of hallucination. Is it from the nanomachines?
No, Snake. The nanomachines are functioning properly.
So what was it?
It must have been psychometric interference coming from Psycho Mantis, Foxhound's psychic. Think of it as a mental feedback loop.
So that was Mantis.
Apparently. Creepy fellow, is he not? You poor, unfortunate bastard. You've been robbed of literally everything, including the clothes on your back. I would hate to be you right now, especially once you have to go report to your superiors. They're gonna have to see you naked, and you are gonna probably have the most humiliating moment of your life, bar none. So we gotta go to basement 2, where Baker's being kept. But before I actually start exploring that basement 2, I think I'm gonna go ahead and just cut the episode off here, and we can just save his rescue for next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this first episode of Metal Gear Solid for the PlayStation 1. If you did and you want to see more content from me, feel free to subscribe to my channel. I will see you all next time. Actually, before I cut things off, let's see what Mei Ling has to say first.
What is it, Snake?
I want to save. If that's okay with you.
Snake, listen to what Lo Ji said. He who knows that enough is enough will always have enough. Just because you see an item doesn't mean that you always have to get it. If you don't really need it, think twice before you stick your neck out. It might not be worth it.
Solid advice for good old Solid Snake. Anyway, I will see you guys next time. I hope you all have a fantastic day. Take care.